Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talking Terror. I'm your host, Daniel Aston. Now, there is a craze that has overtaken Hollywood called the shared universe. The studio that is arguably doing it the best, however, is the MCU. All of this extended and shared universe makes me think of a TikTok that I once saw that I would love to see come to fruition: a horror movie shared universe. I really wish I could remember the content creator where I first saw this so I can give credit where credit is due, but for the life of me, I couldn't remember and I couldn't find it again. There are plenty of videos based around this certain theory, and I don't know where the theory actually originated from. Now, the short version of the theory is that Dr. Samuel Loomis from Halloween is actually Billy Loomis from Scream's grandfather. Now, we could go on about how and why and just end there. Why not take it and tie multiple horror movies together with Dr. Loomis being the centerpiece? So the whole shared universe would actually start during the events of Psycho. For those of you who have seen Psycho, you know that the character Sam Loomis goes out looking for his missing girlfriend, Marion Crane, and it leads him to the Bates Motel. So what if this Sam Loomis happens to be a young Dr. Loomis? His run-in with Norman Bates encourages Loomis to study psychology to better understand the minds of the disturbed. Kind of a way to help cope with the death of Marion and maybe help something like what happened to him not happen to anyone else. Next on our list of tie-ins would be The Town That Dreaded Sundown. In this movie, a character named Peggy Loomis is brutally killed by the Phantom Killer. What if at the end of the movie we get to see the funeral of Peggy Loomis, where Samuel Loomis shows up to pay respects? Turns out that Peggy is Sam's sister. This event will further push Samuel Loomis into his studies to the point of near obsession. For our next installment, Samuel Loomis will be near graduating. All he'll need is some work as an intern, and that internship will lead him to Weston Hills Psychiatric Hospital. This is where we experience the events of A Nightmare on Elm Street. This version will show the point of view from inside Weston Hills and the children hospitalized there due to their dreams being plagued by Freddy Krueger. While Loomis works with these kids and sees their pain, he learns that Freddy isn't just some mass hysteria-induced nightmare, but is actually haunting them. Loomis helps to stop Freddy and becomes instantly famous in the psychiatric community for his work. After graduation, Dr. Samuel Loomis gears up to take on his first patient. Since Loomis did so well with the children of Weston Hills, he is tasked with taking on a young boy named Michael Myers. However, while getting settled in at Smith's Grove Sanitarium and waiting on the arrival of young Michael, Dr. Loomis gets a phone call from a place called Crystal Lake. The local PD is requesting help trying to catch the Camp Crystal Lake killer and wanting to get Dr. Loomis to do a psychological evaluation and try to get a lead on the killer. This throws Dr. Samuel Loomis into the events of Friday the 13th. Because why not? Here, Dr. Loomis will help to solve that the killer at Camp Crystal Lake is Pamela Voorhees, a mother who goes on a killing spree to get revenge on the camp counselors for letting her son drown. Loomis, however, will make this discovery too late. He'll show up to the camp with police in tow after Alice had already decapitated Mrs. Voorhees. There can even be a scene where we are led to believe that Dr. Loomis will take on Alice as a patient after hallucinating being attacked by young Jason. I know my next suggestion may be a bit controversial, but hear me out. This gives us a chance to get what could be a different take on Halloween, with some actual continuity. We can have a Dr. Loomis with some stake in this bout with Michael, other than just trying to keep evil incarnate locked up without giving Michael Myers a weird backstory that changes what actually makes him scary. All of his past experiences would explain why Dr. Loomis fears the evils of the human mind, especially one so evil as Michael Myers. After his failure with Michael, Dr. Loomis retires a defeated and broken old man, maybe causing him to neglect his family. A neglectful nature trickles down through his son, Hank Loomis, leading him to his affair with Maureen Prescott. an affair that leads to Billy Loomis's mother leaving his father and to don the Ghostface persona, leading to the events of Scream. There can even be a scene where Samuel and Billy have an encounter, leading Billy killing Samuel, but he doesn't die until he witnesses Sidney Prescott defeat Billy. A sad ending for Dr. Loomis, I know, but a fitting one to his end, in my opinion. So what do you guys think? You think this could work? Are there any other tie-ins that you'd like to see in this theory? Or is it just beating a bunch of dead horses? Leave your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Until then, stay spooky.